All right, today's adventure is a 3-story beach house, and I think you know why we're getting rid of some of these units. 5 years old, and they're already rusted through pretty good. I think this house is 10 years old, and this is their second set of air conditioning equipment already. But we got a lot of stuff to do. We're gonna get rid of these lines, run them inside again, and clean up this house. But first, we're gonna start by recovering the gas. This guy's got a dead compressor, and this guy is just no good. I think they're gonna keep this one. Let's get started. And if my job couldn't be any more difficult, there's a storm coming. Gotta love the weather down here in Florida during the summertime. So predictable. Wouldn't you like to own a house like this? Right here on the Gulf? No, I would. Any of these homes would be nice. This unit has dye in it, sprayed all over my hoses. I'm a big fan of using dye, but I will admit it has got to be the most frustrating thing when it gets all over your tools and your hands, your pants. I've ruined several sets of pants because I got dye right on them. But I try to keep my stuff clean. It ain't perfect. It isn't brand new, but it'll get the job done. All right, finished there. I'm gonna leave just a little bit of gas in the system. It's got dye in it. I am worried that it has a leak. However, I'm pretty certain that that was just from them diagnosing the bad line set beforehand. But you never know. You want to be safe. Another thing I found out that I thought was really funny, this hurricane strap completely rusted off. A lot of good that was doing. But anyway, let's switch the gauges over to this other unit and start getting the gas out of this one. All right, purge our line again. Get her going. All right, we are finished with our vacuum. Got these two systems down. What I'm gonna do is pump this one down because we're gonna reuse the majority of it inside and outside unit. We're just gonna change out the line set whenever it comes to it, but our tank, she's heavy, but she's not full. So we'll weigh it and get an official weight on there and make sure that we don't have too much in it, but I think it'll be all right. But anyway, we're gonna move our gauges over to this other unit and pump it down. All right, we are ready to pump this system down. And what I like to do is get the liquid line pumped all the way down, or front seated all the way, and the suction line I like to do it about halfway. That way I'm kind of like prepped, ready to go. All right, but let's get our screwdriver, mash in our contactor, and get ready to go. See how our pressure started rising? That means that we are in the heat mode. And I got to take care of this reversing valve, get it energized so we can pump it down. Make sure that there's power on the air handler. And there is not. See, when I cross these together, that's supposed to energize my reversing valve, turning it to cool, and it's not doing anything. So that means our air handler doesn't have any power. So I'm gonna have to go and figure that part out real quick. All right, I sent my father out to go turn the air handler on. So it might start up when we do that. Then we'll pump it down and see how it goes. All right, well, it just started up. Probably have to hold in the contactor so it stays running. I think that'll be good enough. There we go. Just take it for a second. Look at how corroded everything is in here. I mean, I deal with this stuff pretty much every day, but it still just blows my mind how something can be out here right on the Gulf for just a few years and it is just completely destroyed. Anyway, I thought that was just kind of interesting. All right, that's that. Time to pick up my tools and I guess go inside and start doing some real work. So yeah. See you in a minute. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I do not like extension ladders. But it's my only option. I got the old man up in the attic. He's cutting them lines. I'm about to go up there and yank them out. Don't know if I'll be able to get much footage of it, but that's the game plan. That stuff needs to go. And that's what I'm gonna go do right now. All right, and it has finally come down. I really did not like doing it the way that I did, but time to crumble them up and get them to the scrap yard. I don't know what they're gonna do with that hole up there. I think they're gonna have the siding people come back and fix that. I don't know, but getting one step closer. This is what I'm talking about. Just got dye on my pants. I like these pants too. All from this fucking thing. What a pain. But we're making progress. I'm under the house now, trying to disassemble what's left of these refrigerant lines. And look at this this is one of the old lines that was under here. Look at how blue that is. Look at how blue that is. That's what happens when you sit out here on the bay, on the Gulf like this. Just thought that was interesting. All right, and here is all of my copper tubing. Most of the thermostat wire, except that one. I'm not quite sure why we're holding on to that one yet, but it's the only one remaining. But man, oh man, it's a heck of a lot of copper, isn't it? Let me show you a little bit what we're doing down here. We got 3 air conditioners for this little house. I mean, it's pretty decent, but unit number 1's over here in the master suite on the ground floor. And it's fuse set runs right there through the ground. That's the one that goes underneath the house. And then the other two go in right here. From underneath the house, run up and up to the next floor. And then from the second floor, goes up the wall into the attic and then across over to the other one. I'll go show you those real quick. Here's my second. Yep, here comes that storm I was talking about. Good thing I'm inside for a little bit. What we're doing right now is I had to rotate this air handler 90 degrees because they're going to put some type of entertainment display, security system board or something up here, so we're gonna have to just rotate this guy. It won't be too bad really. And then we're gonna bring our lines in from upstairs down to here, and then what we're gonna do is splice them down here and run them underneath the ground. This is how we do it. I'm gonna bring it up to both of those holes, and then they're just gonna box in this whole thing here. And then we're gonna make our connections further down here. Hopefully. Splice these together. We're gonna have a piece of conduit. By conduit, I mean some sewer pipe to act as our chase line to bring it up through the floor and hopefully protect our lines a little bit better that way. Well guys, that does it for today's video. It's starting to rain and we need to go pick up some more materials for the job anyway. But this is kind of a part one, I guess. I'll try to remember to do a part two on the rest of it. But we'll see you in the next one. So yeah.